Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, we straight facts. We interact with the mob, the God. Up in the pod, the squad, with the side. But I just rob you on the job, my energy. Feeling tripping in tempo. As they cook my game plan, let my brand salute and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo when there's airspace that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's 50 dashes on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew, so here's a few bars to shine like stars divine to Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. What's good, everybody? Knicks real talk. We in the building. Divine Shot Power. This game day. Knicks at the Garden against Miami. We're gonna get into all that, break it all down. But first and foremost, let me bring my partner in crime in the building, my brother from another mother, Shot Power. What's popping?
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Knicks in Miami at the Garden, biggest game of the year. We say they all big games, Shot Power. This has got to be the biggest game of the year for me so far. This one tonight. It should be live up in the Garden. Miami right there, right in front of us, man. We fighting. We trying to hold on. You know, what about a little coattail we got, but we trying to stay there, man. But it's going to be a big game tonight, man. So we're going to get into that. Break all the itinerary down early, but we can get into. I know the chat got a lot to talk about, a lot going on in the Knicks world, man. So, but we definitely going to talk about that game tonight. And I got a little throwback special for the cat before we go into the next part of the show. Just to get your juices flowing. But listen, man, Knicks in Miami, it don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than that, man. But this is a big game for the Knicks. We know what it means, what we're going through right now in the standards and jockeying for playoff position, whatever the case may be. But we got to go out there and execute the night shot out. It's going to be this team is like a New York Knicks basketball team, almost would say. The stench and everything is there. Pat Riley, Jeff Van Gundy, Tom Thibodeau. The culture is the same way. I mean, for the way they play ball. You know what I mean? Gritty, hard. So it's going to be a really Jimmy Butler one coming to build tonight, man. But it's going to be a fun one. So I'm looking to get into it, man. This is going to be an important one for us. Like I said, we're going to get into our itinerary. Me and Shop Out to break everything down with the game day. And after that, man, we just open it up and we talk about whatever. But, you know, obviously this game day, so we have to talk about game day. And I think that's so important that we make sure we get the game day stuff out the way because this is what it is. But it's going to be a fun game. A lot of good matchups down there in that game, man. I'm looking to see what our big three can do against them dudes, man. I think it's going to be a fun night on the Thursday night in the Garden Shop. I was going to feel like Friday night Knicks tonight, man. That place going to be lit.
Yeah, old rivalry. Like you said, both these teams are semi-cut from the same cloth. You know, with the Riley, with the Thibodeau, the things like that. You know, it is definitely going to be old school rivalry. That also is a part of it, and you know, it's gonna. I'm ready to see what our team comes out and do tonight. You know what I mean? The New York Knicks, as we said, you know, all year, peaks and valleys and stuff. We're going down the valley. So tonight should be one of those nights that we try to cascade off that bottom and shoot back up to the top. You know what I mean? So I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful, and I think the Knicks are gonna come out ready to play some basketball tonight. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk, man. You know, that's what's so crazy. They come out to play every night, man. Listen, we lost an overtime to the Lakers on a mishap, you know what I mean, and things like that. Hopefully that Julius Randle would have passed the ball to Jalen Brunson because he had more space and more openness.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's tough. I mean, you know, but we right there, man. You could tell this team we got a good team. I mean, it's like we battling everybody. It's not like nobody walking out there busting the Knicks' butt. They're in every basketball game so far, so I'm hoping that it continues tonight at the Garden. RJ get back in his groove, man, after what he went through the last game. And Brunson continue being Brunson and Brando continue being Randall. Let's hope that these two dudes about 7 o'clock get voted on the All-Star. If not, one of them make it to the All-Star team. That'd be a good lift for them in the Knicks locker room, knowing that one of their guys playing hard deserve to be an All-Star. And I think that might be a good little boost of energy tonight, Shot Power. They can one of them cats or two of them cats can make the All-Star. That'd be nice. But overall, I think this team has been close every game this year, man. They've been fighting hard. I do like that about it, man. God, we may think about what's going on, off the court, but on the court, Tom Thibodeau got them boys battling every night. They come to play every night. Whether they talent don't precede them or they lack of a bench or lack of injury, but them cats are fighting, man. That's why I still got to keep my optimism a little bit because this team is still going out there playing hard, battling, and I want to see that same energy translate to the court tonight against a team like the Miami Heat with a good defense, talented players. Obviously, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Kyle Lowry. They got it down here. So let's see, man. We got to get in there and get it popping, man. I'm really looking forward to the game tonight, man. Should be a lot of energy in the Garden. I think, like you said, let's go back, man. So I think, and that's why I said I got a little treat for y'all in a minute. I do something together. But yeah, man, other than that, we just got to keep playing, man. We got to keep playing and going hard. And obviously, we missing Mitchell Robinson big time.
Man, you better. Yeah, like my guy.
Big time, man. So, it's. Yo, real talk. Great minds think alike, my brother. So,
word up, man. I'm sitting here just waiting. I'm waiting because the same, like you just said, Divine. I mean, I'm a homer, man, and I ain't going to front, man. I like the way Mitchell Robinson is. I like the way he plays basketball. He is a defensive threat. People do not usually go down to try to contest him. You know what I mean? And Mitch problem is sometimes he helps out too much from other players getting beat. You know what I mean? So he's not always stationary to be with his man. So he's using himself to make the opposing guy coming down after they break the defense down, and then they give the pass to Mitchell Robinson, man. Majority of the time, that's how Mitchell man scores. Anyway, with that being said, as great as Hartenstein is playing, as great as Sims is playing, the last 2 games, me as a Knicks fan, we really miss Mitch. You know what I mean? I miss Mitch. You know what I mean? I miss him in that down low, intimidating. I think we had a better chance with Mitch on the court, and this is just me as a Knicks fan and a homer for Mitch. I think we would have had a better chance against Brooklyn. That boy down there, I had his name on the tip of my tongue. The center down there would not have got off as much, right, if Mitchell Robinson was down there. You know what I mean? Last game against the Lakers, with Mitch on the court, it would have changed the direction of how AD would have played a little bit. You know what I mean? Ailing and Mitch being healthy, I think Mitch could have tried to take advantage of him. AD's jump shot, that little short jump shot, is pure. That is his patented shot. It's a pure shot. But aside from that, I think they got as many offensive rebounds. But with that being said, I'm glad you said that, Devon. I'm glad you said it, and let me say something before I forgot it, because that's exactly what I was going to say. We missed Mitch these last couple of games. Yeah. You actually can see how much Mitch is worth now. You know what I mean? Son, you still hear people chattering about, oh, Mitch this, Mitch that. I mean, Sims is a second-year player coming in and still is making some mistakes because he's still young. He hasn't been on the court as much. And Hartenstein comes in and he plays good basketball, man. He's been playing some really, really gritty basketball, but he's not as athletic maybe as Mitchell Robinson, and you see it. Our defense is different with Mitchell Robinson on the court, and you can see it now with Sims and Hartenstein on the court. You know what I mean? The defense is different. Me as a Knicks fan, that's what I see. You know what I mean?
Yo, salute to D's World of Hoops, my brother. What's good, D's, man? Appreciate you coming in with us, my brother. Real talk. It means a lot, but we appreciate you coming in, D's. I know the brother D's, man, be out there with still Knicks fan Ron and John Blanche and them, man, wise brother, man. Knows his basketball, man. So salute to him. But yeah, man, the Knicks got to get at it tonight, man. This is a big game for us. We really need to try to get this W, man, to get off this L streak and try to play some New York Knicks basketball. A win kills a lot of stuff, man. It makes you feel good about themselves moving forward, man. So we really need to go in there tonight and get this W. We need a W in the worst way tonight. And I think these guys got to go out there tonight. They've been playing well. They've been in every game. The Lakers overtime. I mean, you name it, man. If you look at the scores, man. They've been in this thing, man. So I think the team is, where they are is where they are right now. Like I said, despite what everything went on this year and everything like that. I think you got to still hope that we can survive this little lunacy that we have, man, and get back at it. And maybe, by the trading deadline, we do something, maybe not major, but something that'll give us a little more pep in our step in that second unit. So I'm hoping that we do something. It don't got to be major, man. I think we wait till the all season to do the things that you want to do, but to get a piece to at least keep us in fighting contention.
Right.
I think that's what we should do. That's where we at now. I don't think we about losing no games. The tank, that's over. We got 27 wins. Knicks not losing 30 games, so, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to still fight for this playoff thing. A lot of things that's going, how would I say, not the right way. I would say with some of the decisions people talking about and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, man, when you get on that basketball court, you got to perform. And I think that's what it all boiled down to. And we're going to get into all the tip stuff a little later on.
Right.
You want to break down the game day. So listen, let everybody get in the building. Let me throw in what's on the itinerary for the night, man. And me and Shop Howell will be back in the building, man. Knicks Real Talk game day. We're going to do it early so we can get into everything. So I'm just going to throw the itinerary up a little early tonight, man. So y'all hang in there for a minute, see what's going on in the end report, see who's on the end report, see who's in the starter lineup, check the tail of the tape. That way, just read it, man, and check it out. And then we get back at you, man. Knicks Real Talk Divine. Shop Howell, we in the building, man. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah, Knicks Real Talk game day. Divine Shaw, we in the building, man. Salute to the chat and everybody, man. Real talk. That's the first thing going to come out of my mouth once we get into the flow. But this is one of them nights where the energy is flowing so hard. I've got to salute all my people in the chat, man. You know what it is. Will, D's, World of Hoops, Jarvis, everybody, Gideon, G Money, JJ. Salute to the whole chat. That's where it's at. We about to get into it. Knicks going up here in the Garden tonight and try to beat these boys, man. I'm going to go up against Kyle Lowry, these guys, Jimmy Butler, Bam on the bio, and try to catch the business tonight. We really need this game in the worst way. Like I said prior to the break in the show, we got to go out there and fight hard, man. Like I said, we've been playing hard all year, man. We just got a couple of mistakes here and there and this and that, man. But we got to get at it, man. This team is better than that. It's better than I think they are. I just think that because of certain things right now, we lose a couple of games here and there. But I think we're going to be all right, man. I think we get into it tonight. Shot Powers, go in there, go hard. I just think we just got to, a chance to go in there and make this thing happen, man. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. The chat is popping, man. I'm up here looking. I tell you, every time y'all see me looking like I'm dazed, I'm over here reading the chat. You know what I mean? The big chat, so I can read it and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I mean, tonight is a big night, and this is a big team that we're playing. A team that's in front of us. You know what I mean? And we need a win, and we need to win in the worst way. You know what I mean? Key some of the like I always say, some of the keys to help the Knicks probably. To fortify a win would be to control the pace. We also have to get down there tonight. Tonight is a big night that we have to get down there and grab rebounds. We have to keep this team to one shot when they get there. Them offensive rebounds from the opposing team, we have to control that defensive rebounder tonight. Julius Randle got to get back down there. He hasn't been. I don't remember what his stats was. That I don't think he had 16 rebounds last game though.
Right,
you know what I mean? So, I think he had maybe 8, 9 or something like that, but I don't think he had 16. We need some defensive rebounding tonight. You know what I mean? And once again, we have to get to that line and we have to knock down 85% of our free throw shot. Whatever we shoot up, we got to shoot at least 85%. You know what I mean? We have to knock down those shots, man. Me personally, I think the defense is playing good, but me as a Knicks fan and that homer of Mitch, let me say that up front. The defense think that the defense plays a little bit better when Mitchell Robinson is out there on the court. People are more concentrated on their man and trying to push the defenders. I mean the offense towards Mitch, and as you push them down that lane, Mitch claws that lane up pretty well. If you can't get the ball around him with the pass, it's an outlet pass, you know what I mean? And it gives our players chance to stay with the man on the drive. It's not 3 people converging on the drive. It's only Mitch and the man that's driving down the lane. That's just me. So we got to get out there tonight and really rebound tonight, man. Rebounding is a key for us to have some success tonight, man. And let's see if the Knicks can get out there and do that.
If anybody get a chance, man, obviously I don't have a moderator and everything. These Royals want to know what's Tibbs' record as a coach against Miami. Anybody want to go Google it, whatever, hit it up, man. Let us know what it is and get back at it and throw it in the chat to answer the World Who question about that situation right there. But, man, listen, on the real, tonight, you know what it is? This is an important game for the Knicks, man. Like I said, this probably, to me, the biggest game of the year, literally. I think it's the biggest game of the year. And I think this team need to go out there and execute the game plan that they have and just go play for 48 minutes, rebound, shoot your free throws, DM up that, they got a good team there. But I think our starting five just as good as theirs, to be honest with you, personally. I think our bench is going to be the question, but I think Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and RJ just as good as Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and Kyle, not Kyle Lowry. Basically, I'm just using him because he's an experienced guy, but obviously Tyler Hero does more. But I think our team is just as good as theirs. So I don't see them coming in there guarding tonight. Like it's easy. No team is doing that. We losing games, but man, like I said, we took LeBron to overtime. We lost to 7 by the Nets. We beat the Cavaliers. We beat the Celtics. We lost only by 6. So what I'm trying to say is this team is more gritty than people give them credit for. The one thing about the Knicks this year, like we always say, they're not getting blowed out of no games. Other than the Maverick game, these cats competing every night, man. They go out there, whether it's the talent part of it, I don't know. But right now, I think it's Mitch Robinson and our bench. Our benches. When Obi went down, it wasn't in rhythm. Was RJ got back, all this stuff. So a lot of things happened, but not to make no excuse for him. But I do think that's our team is solid. When Mitchell Robinson get back, they'd be a little stronger. Obviously, when you lose a key to your lineup like Mitchell Robinson, and he a key part of it from a defense standpoint. Now the only one in that starting lineup who really can get down on D is Quentin Grimes. So you got 4 guys that's offensive minded and 1 guy that's defense minded, and that's why we're giving up 20-some points, 120-something a game, 129, 122, 117 to the Celtics, 125 to the Raptors. That's because our lineup only got 1 solid defender in the beginning of it, and that's Quentin Grimes. And Jalen Brunson, him and Julius Randle, RJ, them all right. And it's Hawkinson, but they ain't Mitchell Robinson. So I think he's having a big impact on what these teams doing. Like you said, they get down the lane at will. My man Hawkinson, he plays hard, but he's not athletic as Mitchell Robinson, and he can't change the game like Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? This cat can he can guard that whole interior, man. Then they go out to out of the interior and get out there and block shots and help slow down offenses, make them change their shot direction, alter shots. It ain't only about the block shots, it's what he's doing when he alter the shots. So things like that we missing. I can see why if he was here, this team probably would be in a better position that they in. And like I said, so we got to see how it goes, man. We just got to keep this thing going. Ain't no need to jump off the wagon. I think the Knicks good. I had them win a 45 game. You got 30 games left. Knicks just got to go 20-10. Go 20-10. You got 47 wins. We'll be getting some type of firepower pretty soon, hopefully, and also hopefully we make a trade or two, or these guys like Obi and them get out there and get on the defense side of the ball. Listen, let me tell everybody, the reason why Obi Toppin and them cats and Derrick Rose and Evan Fournier is not playing for the Knicks consistent minutes. They ain't got nothing to do with Tibbs and Obi. Obi defense is slouch. It's slouch, Shot Powers. And I think the reason why he's not on the floor, we don't need offense. The Knicks score almost 115 a game. They ain't looking for offense. The Knicks looking for somebody to stop people from scoring. And I think that's the problem with the Obi Topper situation. I think his defense not keeping him on the floor, man. And you know, so hopefully he got to get that together because we need his offense. But his offense to do for us, he got to stay on the floor with the defense. You know what I mean? So that's why you can't make it seem like the Ted don't like Obi because Ted got Quentin Grimes playing. You got Emmanuel Quickly playing. You got Deuce McBride playing, and you got Sim playing. You know why they playing over everybody? Because they play defense.
Facts.
All of them play defense. Emmanuel Quickly plays defense. That's why he playing. McBride, the reason why he took my man out because he played defense. So you know that's why we got to see Obi get at it, man. Maybe he can get back into this thing, man, and get a spirit back up and get it popping, man. Because you know the situation is crazy with all the cam noise, all this and that. I'm like, man, this is boy, y'all stay off of Twitter. I'm telling you that right now. But listen. On the real, you got to get it tonight, Shot Powers. Big game, man. I can't say it no other way. This is a huge game for the New York Knicks. A huge game for a lot of reasons. You know what I mean? So we got to go out there and play for 48 minutes tonight, man. Get it popping. And I'm really looking at these cats to go get it tonight, man. So all the crazy stuff out the window, you know, all that between the lines, though, that's where it all counts at. You know, not in the tabloids, not on Twitter. Where it all counts at between the lines. The L's, the W's and L's, wins and losses. Everything else is just talk. You know what I mean? So let's go out there and get it tonight, man. We got to run up in the boy tonight, man, and get these boys get a W, man, and get a little bit more cushion for ourselves. I really don't. And Atlanta Hawks is creeping up behind us. So we got to really get out there and then watch it. They playing good ball. They 2 games under 500, so they right there. So this is a good time to break that streak, Shot Power, break that losing streak, and go out there and pull out the victory tonight. I think we match up well against them. I really do. The difference is going to be the will of the players, like I always say. And I think the will of our players is pretty good. So let's see how it goes tonight, man. Let's see if we can get it popping.
Yeah, this team is resilient. There's no question about that. And they get gritty. They really fight, man. And you know, we get over the hump sometimes. Sometimes we make it to the mountaintop, but we don't plant the flag. And sometimes we overtake. You know what I mean? And it's a learning for this crew, man. First year now with Jalen Brunson, and he's trying to gel with the team. You know what I mean? He's trying to get to find out how these guys play, where they're supposed to be, how he can get to them. And we also got to remember that Jalen Brunson, from what I've seen this year, is a great point guard. And he does pass the ball. We don't make a lot of shots when people pass the ball, but he is one of the shoot first point guards. You know what I mean? When he gets the ball, he is trying to create and make a shot. You know what I mean? And he plays well basketball. And this is his first year with the team. You know, a lot of from Jalen Brunson. You know, pretty much the rest of the team have played with each other at least one game in the last 3 years or something like that. Mm-hmm. This is Jalen Brunson's first year trying to control the team, trying to find out, you know, who's supposed to be where, and you know, how to lay the format out. And I think he's done a good job of doing that this year. So with him pushing the ball and doing what he has to do for the rest of the team, I believe the team is going to be good tonight, man. I think they're going to come out tonight. I think they're going to try to punch these guys in the mouth, man. We need a win at MSG, man. We got to get out of this. The next 4 or 5 games, a couple of games coming up are all at MSG. And we need to win these games at MSG, man, to get our record at least 500 at home, where we should be way over. But at least before the season is over, try to get our win-loss record at home to 500. So let's see what we can do tonight, man. Like I said, man, I think they're going to come out gritty tonight. Big thing is, you know, how Julius Randle starts this first quarter, you know what I mean? And, you know, a week or so ago, Julius Randle was running amok, man. That's going crazy. First quarter scoring 18, 16, 19 points and stuff like that. We need to get out to a lead, man. We need to get out to a lead against this team and hold this team under 30 points in that first quarter, you know what I mean? That's one of the quarters that we've been having a little trouble with, especially when Randall's down. It seems sometimes when Randall is not on, we have a little harder time to catch back up or catch back up or get the rhythm of the game. So let's see if Julius could get out tonight and get to a good start and see where we end up at.
Yeah, real talk. I mean, the man tonight. I think the matchup for me tonight to watch, man. I think it'll be important. R.J. Barrett and Jimmy Butler and Chat and crew them. No, I do not think the Knicks should bench R.J. Barrett. That would be insane. The man had one bad game and the coach disciplined him. That's what you're supposed to do. And that's to me.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, we will. But I think him and tonight Jimmy Butler gonna be the matchup, man. And I do think that Brunson and Kyle Lowry, they both bulldogs in a sense. They both short, stocky. They can get down there, create a lot of charges and create fouls. So I do think that that's going to be a good matchup. And Quentin Grimes or Tyler Hero going to be the one I'm looking for. I think this is going to be a good game for Quentin Grimes. He can slow down Tyler Hero, make him earn the money he getting. He just got his $20 million or whatever, like RJ did. So he one of the main guys. And I want to see Quentin Grimes, really get out there and get on the defense side of the ball against him, and really make this cat go hard, make him go hard for his points tonight. So I think them the key matches I'm looking for. Obviously, Bam at the 5 with the young man Jericho Sim going to be a kind of a learning experience for Jericho Sim. But I like Jericho Sim demeanor. I think the cat comes, the young man. He just got a couple of things he got to find too. But like I said, every time he gets rhythm and he play more games, more and more, he'll get better and better. So right now he got an opportunity that Mitch is down. Shaw Powell, he playing more games and his rebounding numbers is nice. I just want to see him get a little bit more. Play with a little bit more force, I would say, because like the last game, Randall and him couldn't. They had nothing with Thomas Bryant and AD. That's just a big front line there. So I can kind of understand why even Randall didn't get those 16 rebounds, not against them big jokers down there. But you know what? I think tonight there's gonna be some good matchups. I'm looking forward to the Knicks going in and get it, man. It's gonna be a fun game. And I think they're gonna go hard for 48 minutes to play hard. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it's going to be. They're going to go out there and play hard. Knicks been in it every night, man. Listen, guys, the Knicks trying to get to the playoffs, man. We gotta follow what they doing. That's what they want to do. Then they got to go out there and play hard and get these wins and get to the playoffs. That's what it's all about, not to play in the playoffs. And you look at the way Cleveland reeling, we got a good shot out. We just got to put it all together, man. And once we get out of Valley, stay out of a Valley these last 30 games.
I think we'll be good, man. I think the trade deadline is coming up in the next week or so. They'll be off for about a week of the All-Star and stuff like that. That should be a good time to see if I guess they'll reevaluate Mitchell Robinson by then and see how he's doing. I wish I could see Mitchell Robinson at one of these Madison Square Garden games just to see how bad the injury is. See what type of apparatus he has on his finger. That'll let you know about how long Mitchell Robinson be out. If he got some big old dookie thing on his arm and all the way around his wrist and the cushion things around the finger and all that stuff, Mitch ain't gonna be back no time soon. But if Mitch has some soft type brace, another different type of singular thing just on the finger for protection, that there's a possibility that we might see Mitch back in about 2 weeks or so. 2 or 3 weeks or so, right after the All-Star break. So, I'm harping on Mitch a lot now because me as a Knicks fan, man, I'm seeing a little defensive. I don't want to say defensive lapse because I'm gonna say defensive lapse because in the Brooklyn game, I don't think Brooklyn should have shot that many free throws. That many 3-pointers. So I'm going to put it on the defensive laps because Mitchell Robinson is not there. And I'm not taking away from what Sims and what Ahad has done these last couple of games. They have got out there. They have got gritty. They have been rebounding the ball. They have been doing things that they need to do. And I just believe we're a better team when Mitch is on the floor.
I do, yeah, absolutely, man. He makes a big Jalen. You can see Jalen Brunson and who else is going? And RJ going through it without Mitchell Robinson, because you talk about decent lasted down when Russell Westbrook broke RJ down, and I was like, no. So listen, man, we just got to get back at it, man. But I think tonight we come to play tonight. I think you see a whole different squad. I think you see a different RJ tonight. I think at the end of the day, it's business. At the end of the day, it's sports and business. They paid you to do a job. no matter whether you like it or not, they paid you to do a job. You know what I mean? So we gave these players millions. The Knicks, but not us, but the Knicks gave these cats millions of dollars to go out there and perform on the basketball court, millions. So you can't be mad at it. If a coach feel like you ain't playing your game, you got to go out there and represent. You know what I mean? He got a right to do that. Just like if he ain't doing his job, the front office to hold him accountable. Not him, but a coach per se. So it's shit rolls downhill, man. That's how it goes, man. But listen, tonight, let's go out there and play some basketball, man. Real talk, and we can do that. I think we gonna get it popping. But here, man, just to get your energy juices flowing, let me get a chat this right here, man. For all the OGs and all of you that are young, then you know what you remember this. Some of it. I gotta apologize for that. I didn't have the thing launched. I'll launch it for y'all in a few minutes. But anyway, man, it's something y'all gotta like. I apologize for the inconvenience right there, the mishaps. But here we go, man. Let's get it right quick. Take it back for a minute for you guys and see what it's like to be the Knicks Miami Heat type joint. AC upset at number 1.
Yeah.
What? Look at Rick Brunson. Tom. They're gonna end the game. Knicks and Miami. Go to fight.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, I remember that.
That's why you won that game tonight.
That's exactly how they won that game. Bastard PJ. Was it like PJ Tucker? So what the fuck? Excuse me, Devon. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
It'll come to me. But anyway, man, this was it right here. This was all about Knicks and Miami. Look what we fighting for right now. Let's get it. The other one, Larry Johnson, about to get busy. PJ Brown, thank you, my brother.
PJ Brown.
Yep. That's why it's Knicks in Miami tonight. That's why the OGs like it. That game should be fire tonight. Pat Riley and his boys up in the building. You know how Pat Riley and the Knicks get down. So it's going to be fun up in there, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be an electric game. Let's hope the Knicks go in there tonight and handle their business, man, and give these cats the business tonight because I just think these cats are going to come play. Go out there and get it popping, man. It's a big game for us to keep us at 28-23. And we with 28-24, excuse me, 4 games over 500. Miami beat 29-25. One game, they got one game on us. So it's important game tonight for a lot of reasons, man, especially from a standards perspective in the Eastern Conference. And let's hope that these cats can go out there, prevail, shot power, and go out there and get gritty tonight, man, and come out there and get a win, man. That would be so lovely for us, man. We can pull this off tonight. I think that would be a good look for the Knicks.
Those things that you just showed there, Divine, those made what Knicks and Bruises, salute to Tony Crover, that for Knicks and Bruises about how hard it was in those years when we were playing this team, man. That game with PJ Brown, I then forgot his name again. That cost us the series anyway. He did. I think he did that anyway. Anyway, let me get clear my mind. Woosah, let me clear that out, man, because that was a that was if you're a Knicks fan, you remember that series, man. Anyway, rough game tonight, man. Like I said, this is a old school rivalry that we didn't had for years, and this is something that we really got to get out there and get gritty for tonight, man. On top of it being a Eastern Conference team, on top of it being an old school rivalry, this is a team that's right in front of us. And I mean, we have to slow them down. In order to slow them down, we beat them tonight. They slow down a little bit. And I mean, so we push a little farther. So let's see if we can get out there and really get greedy, man. I'm telling you, tonight for me, like I said, controlling the pace, hitting our free throws, but rebounding tonight is going to be a key. We have to limit these guys to as many times one shot, a night. When they shoot the ball, we have to rebound. So this way, if they miss the shot, we rebound the ball. The more rebounds that we get that way to limit them to offensive rebounds, I believe we win the game tonight.
Yeah, Nick 100, man. He'll be nice. He just a quick. He will be nice. And I love Finney Smith. Be nice on the Knicks. They need a defender and a shooter like that. He played with Jalen Brunson too. Been to the Western Conference Finals. He's been in big games. So I agree with you, Nick 100. He'd be a good piece down here. But you know what, man? Yeah, you're right, man. But that rivalry brings out a lot, man. It means a lot, for guys who have watched the Knicks a long time. And Pat Riley being the coach today that got us a ring here with Pat and them, and then so it's a lot of nostalgia behind this thing, man. A lot of history, a lot of history. What you see in Tom Thibodeau, what you see in Pat Riley and Jeff Van Gundy, he built from that tree. Defense minded, hard dudes and that's why I say sometimes you got to give this cat a little to give him a little break, man, because he come from that tree. He was on that when what's happening. I just showed y'all Tom Thibodeau was on that sideline.
Was
on that sideline. He come from that tree. You know what I mean? But sometimes you win with talent. You know what I mean? And I think this year we got more talent. We winning more games. I think the Knicks they just got to get that defense like they played. They got to get it together, man. And once they get that defense together, it's crazy. You know what I mean? It really is. I heard about that, but I also heard Fred Katz say, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, Frank Montos, Tibbs and that. But, like I said, I think we always got to take some consideration. And I want to say this real quick, then I'll move on. Cam Reddish been traded by the Atlanta Hawks. He about to get traded from the New York Knicks. Who to say he don't get traded from the other team he go to? So you got to make sure y'all just don't, before we can know, we don't know what's going on in that locker room. We not in the presence of these people. We don't know what Cam doing. We ain't going to assume anything. Tom Thibodeau not paying Cam Reddish for a reason. It got to be something. But at the same time, he had the same problem in Atlanta where he felt like he wanted out of Atlanta. They were treating him right. See what I'm saying? So the same smoke you give with the Knicks and Tibbs, y'all better get that same smoke to Atlanta. It might not be Tibbs in Atlanta. It might be Cam Reddish. You understand what I'm saying? It might be Cam. No, you can't really get caught up in his talent because if he did this with another organization, if Cam Reddish was that uber talented and all the way around, Atlanta wouldn't have gave him up.
Exactly. Say it again, Devon.
So all I'm saying, I'm not defending Tibbs, but make sure y'all read the tea leaves, man. Because this cat that been moved by a team like the Hawks, now he about to get moved by the Knicks. So, and if you can't blame it on our team. You can't keep saying every team that trade him is their fault. It might be something in Cam Reddish that we don't know about, whether it may be his attitude, whether it may be his approach to the game. He might be relying on his talent, not his mental. So you got to check that out because we get a smoke to Julius Randle, so you got to get a smoke to other cats too. When you think they might have, and I do believe that something's going on. Tibbs ain't that type of dude, man. Tibbs been around the game too long, been around too many players. And to me, if anybody want to know about Tom Thibodeau, ask his players. See, don't ask the media. Ask his players how they feel about Tom Thibodeau. And if the Tom Thibodeau and Cam Reddish thing, I think to me, if he went to Johnny Bryan and said that he didn't like the way Tibbs was playing him, what he should have did, he should have went to the coach. Say, Coach, I feel like I'm being underused. What can I do to my game? Blah blah blah. That's the mature way to do it. So to me, you gotta be careful with that stuff, man. Tibbs got a lot of faults, man, but I don't think. I think that the parish. I think the Cam Reddish thing is a little bigger than most people think it is. Because if the man get traded again, let's just hypothetically say he get moved on for the Knicks, go to another organization and they trade him. I'm just saying. So you got it is what it is. But for us tonight, don't matter. We got to go out there and play ball for 48 minutes and get it popping. That's what it's all about tonight. But
yeah, the chat is popping, Devon. I know what you mean.
yeah, they got some good stuff up, man. That's what I say. At the half hour, we can open it up and just deal with the dialogue. But at 4 tonight, man, we win the game tonight. I think we go to play. Let's get that out of the way. I got the Knicks on 109. They've been scoring 115. I'm going to push that up a little bit. They've been scoring well, man. So I'm going to go 112, 107. 112, 107. I'm going to put it out there tonight. And see if the Knicks can prevail. Now, we need this win in the worst way, man. I know we talk about the stuff off the court, but y'all guys know me, man. It's about what's on the court. It's about wins and losses, real talk. And the Knicks need to win tonight to get 4 games over 500, stay in contention for that 6th spot. And the way Atlanta is playing, Atlanta might be down there where we at in a couple of games. You know what I mean? So we in this thing, man. We just got to keep grinding, man. And the Dr. Mitchell thing, it might be cool in a sense, but, it might not be cool. You think if they can't win these games, that they're terrible on the road. They're not a gritty team. They got players, but they're not gritty. So I think you got to watch out for Cleveland. How that experiment might go if they don't catch fire. They can mess around, fall down to where we at. You know what I mean? So it's wide open in the East. We just got to keep playing sharp powers, man, and do the thing that we're supposed to do to win the game, rebound the ball and all that good stuff. You know what it is, man. And I think we got a good chance to win that thing tonight, man. Let's hope that we can go get it, man. It's a big game for the Knicks, man. In a lot of ways, I think from a standpoint of record-wise, character-wise, all that. I mean, there's so many aspects to this win tonight that could help these cats get out of the doldrums that they're in. I think they need to go out there and play, and hopefully they win. I think they make them feel good about themselves for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Knicks have to be up for this game tonight. I know that they're ready to play tonight. I know that I believe, as a Knicks fan, I think they just missed these last 2 games, man, by a couple of baskets, man, a couple of extra defensive, some extra defense, a couple of defensive rebounds, a couple of free throws, just missing these games. And this is a learning curve, especially with Jalen Brunson on this team. So I take this wholeheartedly that the Knicks are going to come out tonight and try to, I believe, like you said earlier, Devon, the Knicks do not have a problem scoring the basketball. It is not a problem. No matter if Randall is on, if RJ is on, no matter, man, these guys almost every night consecutive is scoring about 100. I think the average of the year is of 112, 114, somewhere around there. That is good basketball, putting the ball in the basket. It's not about putting the ball in the basket. It's putting the ball in the baskets at the right time with this team. You know what I mean? And, free throws through this whole season, if we look back on some of these games, free throws have done it to us this year. You know what I mean? But with that being said, we're still over 500, and I think this team wants to win tonight. You know what I mean? I know that Tom Thibodeau is going to be up for this team to really push the pace tonight, to really get some real different, similar defensive style, but with a little, accent in it, a little Obey or something in there, throw it in there to mix it up a little bit. But I believe Tibbs wants to win this game against. I mean, truthfully, truth be told, me as a Knicks fan, I think Tibbs wants to win every game. You know what I mean? He puts a game plan out there that every time that he loses, he has to go back to the videotape to see why he lost. So that lets you know that Tom Thibodeau wants to win. He wants to know why, what decisions, what was implemented, what was done that lost us that game. So tonight, I think the team, like I said, controlling the pace, hitting our free throws, rebounds are a big part of what we do tonight, man. But I believe, as a Knicks fan, I believe the Knicks can win this game tonight. I have them 107-102, New York Knicks.
Ooh, okay. Fabian, appreciate that. But Fabian said Brunson is out tonight.
What?
I mean,
let me take my score back. Wait a minute. What'd you say? Oh, that's
yeah, right. Let me evaluate what I said.
Think about it again.
I'm gonna stick to my guns. I think quickly getting there with Grimes. That's gonna be. Here's the good thing about that. He ain't Jalen Brunson, but quickly can get you points to score, and he can play defense. So I think it might be quickly just got game, man. I made the cat not to play. So I think it's now if the D Rose, like somebody said, the D Rose going to be in the building. You know, it's gonna be interesting, man. So we're gonna need guys like Deuce McBride and them cats that had good game tonight. You know, we need Quentin Grimes to knock down some trade balls. You know what I mean? Hit them threes, man. We need him to hit some threes tonight, and you know, and hopefully we can go out there and prevail. I still like our matchup against this team. I still think this team matches up well against them, you know, better than we did against LA and them other teams. Because the way they side and the way they built, they kind of built like us. You know what I mean? So we'll see, man. We got to see what Tid's going to do tonight. If Tid's going to, you know, he's been doing some good things with the rotation. I do like the way you know he be doing things. That's one thing that I got to give him credit for this year. His rotations got better. You know, his rotations got better, but out he playing less people as well. It makes it easier. But I think RJ's got to have a big game tonight. We need RJ and Randall. While Brunson out, no, you know, like I always say, one night it might be Brunson and Randall, one night it would be RJ and Brunson, one night it might, you know. So I think tonight we need Randall and RJ to really come up big for us tonight, and quickly and grind. I think them four can really get it going for us tonight. We got a good chance, and just let everybody else contribute. You know what I mean? I really think them four cats got a pop for the Knicks tonight. RJ, Randall, quickly and grind. They got to make it happen, and we need Obi to go out there and get it popping as well. So we need everybody, man. We need everybody up that's suited up tonight that's going to play in the game to go out there and produce tonight. And they can't complain about minutes because there's enough minutes to go around with the amount of people he's playing. So you can't complain about minutes, but you got to play some defense, man. Defense is keeping these cats on the court, like I said earlier. The reason why Grimes is playing, the reason why McBride is playing, and the reason why Quickly playing, the cats play defense. They stay on the floor. The reason why Obi not playing it, and the reason why Derrick Rose and Fournier, the cats only give you nothing on the defense side of the ball. So like I said, it's not even if a guy could score the ball well. Like here's my knock with Obi Toppin right quick shot power. And I love Obi Toppin. Y'all know that. If you score 17 points, but your man give up 20, you know what I mean? That's where the problem lies to me with Obi Toppin. It has nothing to do with his skill set. Obi Toppin defense for a guy that athletic. And the guy who got talent like that is suspect. That's a problem. You know, that's an 8th pick with a defense problem. Now look at Amanda Quickly got picked way down there and played both sides of the ball better than Obi Toppin right now. So that's where to me with that it ain't. I don't think got to do with favoritism or Julius Randle having a good season. He got to do what Quickly doing. Quickly playing defense. He playing offense. Grimes playing defense. He playing offense. McBride trying to play offense. He damn sure playing defense. You know what I mean? Sims, he played defense best he can. Even if it's offense, they probably play defense. I think that's where Obi Toppin, if he wanted to sell in the NBA, he got to get a defense game together. Now, I know he got it in him because the cat is athletic. He good like that. But he got to get some. He got to get some defense, man. That's why people think the reason why he not playing on the floor. No, cat don't play no defense. That's why he ain't on the floor. They ain't got nothing to do with his offense, you know. And I think that's really what it is. They got to let this cat play some. He got to get out there and play some defense and let Tibbs know that, listen, man, I could block 2 shots a game just off of my athleticism. That comes from effort shot powers. When you know you can jump, when you know you can jump like he do, and you know you can block a shot with ease, but you don't ever get over there to do it, that's effort. That's what happened to RJ the other night. That's why he got benched the other night. Tibbs like, nah, you ain't putting no effort on the defense. I'm going to sit you down. And that's why I respect Tibbs for that, because he know if you do it to the young cats, or the one, not the young cats, but the ones that got $20 million, he took a $20 million player and said, you know what? Your game ain't on tonight. I don't like the way you play it. My man busting your butt. Sat him down. And even bring him back in. See, you got to respect that. Because that's letting them know, like, and it's going to be a time where he might have to do Julius Randle like that. But at least he started, he showed me some grit the other night, Tom Thibodeau, about doing what he did to RJ. I'm glad he did it from a coaching standpoint, any coach, not only Tibbs, that's the right thing to do. You supposed to be one of our crown jewels. Play like it. That's all. So I think he sent the message to RJ Barrett the other night. Or he would know what the message he sent to him, Shot Powers. Work on your game. Work on your defense. That's what he sent the message. He was playing poor, yo. He was playing poor. I had no problem with what Tibbs did with that, man. I'm glad as a coach, you got to hold people accountable. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, the whole player's accountable, and I think he did that. So salute to him. But I think RJ tonight come out there, and he's going to be in I'm a show improve mode anyway. RJ should be crazy tonight after what Tibbs did to him, and he playing Miami. You're a child power. He better drop 50. We're
gonna need it
last year. You know what I mean? He dropped 46 on him last year, so we don't need it tonight, man. Real talk, Shot Power, man. That's me just saying, man. Sometimes we just gotta let these coaches coach, man. Let the players play. And
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I understand what you mean about the defense of Obi Toppin, and you know, it could be, you know, put up as two things. You know, yes, he has problems moving laterally. You know what I mean? But in the same token, he doesn't get a lot of minutes. I mean, he's still getting averaging around 11 minutes a game. You know, so that those two things, you know, you're not going to play better defense out there with the guys that you're playing against if you don't get more minutes to understand the type of game that you have to play to play defense. And like you said about block shots, he's so athletic. So if he gets beat, only thing he has to do is make sure that he puts the player on his strong side as they drive to the basket. So when he leaps, he can leap up and try to contest the shot. He doesn't do that often either. You know, I think we're going to need a big game from a couple of guys tonight. I need to see. I've been chattering about Deuce, man, and man, he went a little further than I thought, man. I thought 5-6 games in the lineup, you know, getting a nice amount of minutes and stuff like that, he'd be knocking these, you know, some of these baskets down, and he hasn't come through yet. He like hit a wall. So now what he does is he try to drive a little bit, you know what I mean? And, you know, good for him trying to change the way he's playing a little bit of basketball. But tonight, big game has to be from Grimes and has to be from IQ. Those two guys have to really step up tonight, man. Those two guys are, you know, have to be what Brunson can't put up. You know, they have to collectively be close to 30 points together to equate what Brunson usually puts out in these games. He's been hitting, I think, the last 8-10 games, something like that, about 30 points or something like that. It's some stat that was out there. He's been around 30 points for last, I don't know, 5, 7, 10 games, something like that. So, you know, those two guys, IQ and Quentin Grimes tonight, really have to perform, and they have to have those high team numbers that I express a lot. Those 17, 15, 17, 18, 19. They both have to be pretty, you know, equal with their scoring tonight, you know, to help us bring those numbers from Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean? And let's see what I tell you. The first thing that I'm looking for to see how hot Julius Randle is. If he come out and hit 6 3-pointers in the first quarter, then we should have a pretty productive night from Julius Randle as well. I want to also shout out Eddie Alvarez for a couple of his chats that was in the chat, and also Will Cruz with a couple of his chats that I read. Very informative and very direct. You ain't lying about that. You know what I mean? It's always a yin to a yang. So you're right. If Obi would probably play better defense if he got a little bit more minutes. You know what I mean? That's what I sum to that.
Okay. Yeah, real talk. Hey, Jermaine, appreciate the brother. Appreciate the info. Julius Randle, all-star. Yes, indeed. Well-deserved. He been playing good this year. Julius Randle, well-deserved, my brother. Going there, man, represent the orange and blue.
At least we got one. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, his at 24 points a game, 10 rebounds a game. Yeah. Fella, yeah.
Yeah, he was salute to Julius Randle, man. Listen, I know all the people who might like young players. We think this is a player, this and that. Listen, man, as a Knicks fan, you just want the Knicks to win. I mean, for all the other stuff, all the parodies and everything that go with this stuff, it don't matter. Here's what I would say to all my do not like Tips fans. Let the man coach out the year. Why do you want to trade a coach with your team in the midst of the playoffs? We fighting for the playoffs. At the end of the year, if they want to fire Tibbs, then they fire him. But right now, the New York Knicks is fighting for the 6th spot in the NBA with a nice roster to get to the playoffs. Man, we got to support that. You know what I mean? We got to support that. And I know you might not like Tibbs. You might think his coach, blah, blah, blah. But right now, Tom Thibodeau got us in the midst of going to the playoffs. So let's ride with that. Just ride with it for the year. Ride, and once the season is over, then all the Tom Thibodeau don't like us, then you could throw darts at me. But the Knicks is not flying Tom Thibodeau in the midst of a playoff run. And if you think that's true, then I'm going to question your IQ on that. Tom Thibodeau got them boys in the playoffs right now, fighting for the playoffs. Let's make it happen, man. Just support the Knicks, support the team, support the coach, and then you can deal with all that stuff in the offseason. That's all.
Facts.
That's all it is. I mean,
Preach, Devon.
what else we gonna do? I mean, we can't do that.
Because Tibbs ain't going nowhere this year. He
Yeah,
might. I think Tibbs might be the first coach that we had, and the last umpteen coaches that probably might fulfill his 5-year contract, or at least 4 and a possible. You know what I mean? So I don't think Tibbs going nowhere this year, especially now that
real talk. So not why they going in the playoff run. What we should be doing is encouraging Tibbs to be better at certain things, but not hate on him. We haven't had a coach in so many years that got his team to the playoff in 2 times in 3 years. When the last time we had a coach even did nothing like this? You know what I mean? Let's yeah, man, just ride with the man. You don't have to like his coaching. You don't have to like what he do. You don't have whatever. But right now, if you're a true basketball fan, you want the Knicks to win. We don't play basketball and we don't play the game of life to lose. We don't do that. No part. You shouldn't have losing in your vocabulary when it comes to certain things.
Exactly, Monday. Say it again.
I want the Knicks to lose. Let Tom Thibodeau do the best job he can to get these cats into. We need to be relevant, man. We ain't been relevant in so long. It's crazy. The Knicks need to be relevant again. If you a Knicks fan, you a diehard true Knicks fan, you want to see the Knicks be relevant. You know what I mean? So, we can't be firing coaches every 2 years. Every time we get a coach, fire him. Ain't nobody gonna want to come here. Players ain't gonna want to come to an organization every 2 years. They turn it over a coach. They ain't gonna want to come here. They're gonna be like, nah, man, they ain't stable over there. We finally got a front office doing good things. Tom Thibodeau got the guys winning. He not under 500, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people in this chat and a lot of people out there didn't even pick the Knicks to be where they at. A lot of people, some of you guys. You know what I mean? But look where he got us at, man. He took a one-man team and Julius Randle, RJ in his rookie year, and an old Derrick Rose, and took him to a 41-win season. You got to give a man credit for something. Whether you don't like his whatever he do, but that's not the point. It's about the wins and losses. So, we just got to keep it 100, man. Let's get it, man. Tom Thibodeau here, man. Let's ride or die with him till the season over. Then when the season over, we'll reevaluate him. The Knicks can kick him out. The Knicks will say he can resign, whatever. But right now, I need Tom Thibodeau to be on your best job, do the best you can, get these boys to the playoffs, man, and let people know that the Knicks is back. They relevant. We know they got a couple things they need to do, but they here. That's what we need to be. That's what we want to see. So let's go get it, New York. Get it popping, man. Tonight, go out there, get Jalen Brunson. Manuel quickly, do your thing tonight.
Facts.
Quentin Grimes, do your thing tonight. McBride, we need you to get it popping tonight. McBride, we need your offense tonight. You know what I mean? Jericho Sims, we need you to do your thing tonight. Harkenstein, RJ, we just have to go out there tonight and embrace the moment tonight and see if we can go out there and get these cats, man. We need to get them cats an L tonight. We need this win. It's going to be an electric game. It's going to be electrifying in the Garden. There's a lot of history, man, a lot of stuff going on there. But the most important thing, we jockey for position in the standing shot, pal. And this is a game tonight that I think we really need to go out there and put it out there and try to win this game, man, for the fan base and for the team and get that negative vibe off our back for losing the last couple of games. We lost some heartbreakers, man. You know what I mean? We didn't lose because we wasn't good. We lost because we had a couple of heartbreakers. Mistakes here and there. We cried every night. So, I say this to say all this, man. Y'all stay optimistic, man. Let's fight for these Knicks, man. Then at the end of the season, we'll reevaluate everybody, whether it's Randall, whether it's RJ. But in the course of the season, these cats fighting to get in the playoffs, man. Let's keep it 100. You know what I mean? Let's cheer these boys on, man, and see if they can get in there, man. I'm happy about salute to Julius Randle. He been in his bag this year. He had way more positive this year than any negative you can say about the other night. He ain't passed the ball to Brunson. Julius Randle been playing outstanding basketball this year. Outstanding basketball, man. He shocked a lot of people, not from his talent shot powers, but the way they thought the season might come back after all the ups and downs he went through last year with with all of them.
All-star.
Yeah, but the man bounced back in a good way. Him and Jalen Brunson and RJ got the team relevant. Can't ask no more than that.
Yeah, the only thing you have to say is all-star. This year he's been playing like an all-star. And the coaches of the NBA teams found him to be an all-star. And he's an all-star again. And 3 years he's been an all-star twice. That's that. And this is his best season that I've ever really seen him. This is the most I've seen him ever dunk on somebody in my life. You know what I mean? I see him coming out some games, and let this be said, man. The beginning of the year when we was doing, in the off season and stuff like that, we talked about Julius Randle, and I was one of the people that was, I was out there broadcasting about Julius Randle being traded, and it wasn't the lack of Julius Randle play on the basketball court; it was how the Knicks fans would reciprocate to him, and You know, he's came back this year. He shredded his body. He finally got some sleep from his children. I believe that last year he came in not really that much in shape because of the birth of his child. You know what I mean? And salute to you, Julius, for your child being born last year, because this year you have come back and he has said it himself. You know, I'm getting more sleep. I'm getting more rest. I'm doing more mental things now. I'm doing the the prayers and the meditation, and I'm seeing someone to talk to, you know what I mean, to try to air myself out or however that thing goes and stuff like that. So Julius Randle, kudos to Julius Randle for putting the New York Knicks in the All-Star class this year. We have one player from our team that is there and he's a backup, right? I don't care if he's a backup. I don't care if he comes off the bench. He is, you know what I mean? He is there representing New York Knicks, and I'm going to salute him for that, because at the preseason, I wanted him out of here because I didn't know how the Knicks fans was going to take it to him, and I didn't think he needed to, Knicks fan could be vicious. We are vicious. We remember stuff. We real vindictive and stuff. We remember like those games that you played earlier, man. I remember those games, Divine. I remember those games. So, but good kudos to Julius Randle for putting us on the map. You know what I mean? Back in the map, and hopefully he could clean up this season and bring us home. We got about 30 games or so. Hopefully we get somewhere around, 20 would be beautiful. 20 would be beautiful. We got 30. Let's win 20 of them. Let's win all the games at Madison Square Garden from here on out, man. And that will help us, get closer to year number 45. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real talk, man. I think that, man, listen, 20 and 10, 47 and 42. I mean, 47 and 32. I'll take it.
Yeah, let's get that.
Let's get that, man. Yeah, man. It's going to be fun tonight, man. Up in the guard. Yo, salute to the chat, man. Y'all cats is on mad fire up in there, man. We got to get a fire extinguisher up in the chat tonight. Y'all about to burn the building down up in there, man. Salute to all you guys, man. Eddie, everybody, man. This is what we do, man. Next we'll talk, man. It's a chat. It's a panel reaction. We piggyback off each other, man. So, this ain't your average podcast. We going to the chat. That's where it's at, man. You cats got this thing popping. But yeah, tonight it's all gonna be all about the game tonight, man. We got to go out there, execute the game plan, and play hard for 48 minutes, like I always say, and play some defense tonight. And they match up. We match up pretty good with them, man. So we gotta go out there and represent the Knicks, man, tonight, man. This is a big game, Shop Howard. I know they all big, but this is a big one. This is a big one for a lot of reasons. This then they put us up close to 6th or then they close to 9th. And we ain't on that. So we got to get it popping, man. We got to keep holding it down. Isaiah and Sim got to come up big tonight without Mitchell Robinson again. Without Jalen Brunson, quickly got to come up big tonight. I think quickly come to play though. I ain't worried about him, man. I ain't worried about him, man. Quickly he gonna come to play.
The games that excuse me, Devon, I'm sorry. The games that Brunson hasn't played and Quigley has started, he has really showed out. So let that be known.
Yeah, real talk, man. I like when he play. I think Grimes got to pop out tonight. He got to make Tyler Hero earn it tonight, man. Make him earn it and hit that three. Once Grimes get them 3 balls going, I think we gonna be okay, man. He just got to start knocking. But I love the way he gets to the rim shot, Howard. That boy, quick first step, dunk it on you, quick. He got that reverse down pat. Grimes going over, coming under, going over. He got that down pat, man. He playing. We just need McBride to give us a little bit more offense. We love the man doing for it, man. That's why Tibbs got him in there, because Tibbs don't know what he could do on that other side of the ball, which is the most important side to me. Anybody can score basketball. Can you stop a person from scoring? Basketball, that's the easy part of playing basketball is scoring. The hardest part is trying to stop a person from scoring. And having a team with McBride who could slow down second unit point guards, make it hard on them. Grimes could slow down starting unit 2 guards, make it kind of hard on them. And that, like I said, but the problem is we outmatched when he's probably the primary only defender with Mitchell Robinson now. Julie Randle them they play, but they're not Quentin Grimes on the defense side. Him and Mitchell Robinson. Not when them two in that starting lineup, that defense is pretty lit. But right now, maybe quickly makes it better tonight. Shop House. Jalen Brunson take charge. He does play, but quickly defense is I think is on another level than his because of the way he pick up the ball from front to back court. You know what I mean? And he can take it 94 feet. He can get to stay with a defender. So I think that's really important for them. So let's see how it goes tonight, man. I want to see these boys pop tonight. In about another 10 minutes, 11 minutes, going to be popping. And we really get into it, man. But salute to the chat, though. Like I said, I got the Knicks 112, 107. I think we come to play tonight. I'm gonna stick to my guns without Jalen, but I think it's gonna be quickly RJ and Randall's night tonight. That's what I think it's gonna be. I think they get it popping like that.
And I also want to give a big salute to Quentin Grimes for coming in his second year starting on the New York Knicks starting five. And I mean, and you know, he is learning the game. He is still young. And you look at his body, he still has time to build that body stronger. He hasn't got those cuts in his arm yet. If you look at RJ's been putting in work. You look at RJ arms, he got that bicep cut, the long one, and the vein that runs down it. He's putting in work. Quentin Grimes don't have that yet. This off season, when he comes back, he's gonna have that. He's ready. He knows that he's getting better. He's getting more acclimated into the game style. He likes to pass the ball. And this is still his first year with Jalen Brunson running the 1 and 2. You know what I mean? So his shot is on and then it's not. So you know, let's see if he could get popping tonight. We really are gonna need him tonight. And in the years to come, man, I think this guy, me as a Knicks fan, I think he has a high ceiling. I think he's just gonna get better. I think he's just gonna get better as with the more work that he puts in. You know, he's semi-gym rat too, so he's going to get in there. He's going to start getting big. He's going to start getting those shoulders a little wider. Those bursts to the hole is going to be a little bit stronger with a little bit more force and more dunking going to the hole. And he is going to acquire a pretty decent three-point shot. He has it. Every time he shoots the ball, I think it's going in, man. He has such a pure-looking shot. You know what I mean? But as he gets, you know, in the off season, and you know, he learns how to stay more straight than to lean forward or lean back. You know, when he shoots a shot, I think he'll start knocking them down. You know, if he takes 7 shots, he'll probably hit 4 or 5 almost every night. So kudos to those guys that are coming into this, you know, this year, really trying to, you know, build their stock up. You know what I mean? Make their paycheck look bigger, make themselves bigger than what their paycheck looks like. You know what I mean? And that's all we can hope for. You know what I mean? Like I said, with this game tonight, man, control the pace, hit our free throws. Tonight's a big night for us to rebound the basketball. Limit these guys to 1 shot at the basket. If they make the shot, cool. But if they miss the shot, we have to grab those rebounds, man. What was my score again? 107, 102? I know it. Yeah, 107, 102.
Okay, yeah, real. Hey man, listen to the chat. Hey Frank, I'll talk to Shaw Powell. If he free tomorrow, we can do a post. He ain't got no problem. Let me talk to my partner, see what's going on with him tomorrow, and I'll let you know. Y'all just look for a notification if we do a post game tomorrow. But for me, man, I think we just got to take it all in stride, man. There's a lot of things going on, man. You in New York City, man. You got the media capital of the world. You got a lot of noise out there, you know. And this is the media capital of the world, man. You know, everybody got media, but everybody ain't got New York media. You know what I mean? So we always hear a lot of stuff out there, but for the most part, man, we just got to hope this team can go out there and play some ball and win, man. That's what we're aiming for. Yeah, guys, even though a lot of games you could project the Knicks to lose, I mean, even you kind of think they will lose it. Me, because I'm always gonna pick the Knicks to go 82-0. Just let me put that out there.
Right.
Not because I think they better than the other team. They ain't got nothing to do with that. Because I think the Knicks is a home. No. I just do it because I know if these Knicks come play a ball like any other team on the right night, they play hard, they got a chance to win. So right now I feel good because if I pick the Knicks 52 times this year, I'm 3 games over. So I ain't losing. But I do it because I just think that this team got something about them, man. I like this team that we're going to think about. We're going through our ups and downs, man. You got Mitchell Robinson out. You had RJ out. You had Mitchell Robinson out one more time before that. We had a lot of injuries early in the year. And, you know, we just trying to get back to getting the rhythm. When Obi Toppin went out, that was a big loss. So even he had to come back and try to get into a rhythm.
Yeah, Grimes was a big loss at the beginning of the year. You know, the finger injury with RJ, the first foot injury for Mitchell Robinson. You know, I mean, we say these things, but they make they make you understand really what's going on with this team, man. Because you know, in some of those games we've won, of course, with some of the players, but with some of those players out, we also have lost. You know what I mean? And some of the games that we lost without missing certain plays, you know, could have made a difference. You know, who knows?
Yeah. And you got a point there, NYC ball. You know, because you know he's a dominant ball handler, Jalen Brunson. He gets the majority of the shots. So that you might be right about it. This is time Grind should take advantage of Brunson being out. Now you got one less guy who, when you got RJ, him and Randall predominantly basketball. Now you got one of them dominant ball handlers that is not going to be there. And I think Grind should take advantage of that tonight. You know what I mean? He really should.
And with that being said about IQ, I'm just gonna say this, man. I love Brunson being here. I'm glad he's here. He is playing all-star basketball this year. But preseason, I was also willing to see what IQ could do for the team. And, I thought IQ could be the point guard for us, you know what I mean? And he is really, after that first month or so, month and a half into December, stuff like that, he has been playing lights out, man. His average is going up. I think he's about 13 points a game. I know he's not 11. I think it was 12.4 or something like that, but I'm going to say 13 points a game. And he's really got some highlight plays, and he's starting to play in the rhythm. If you watch IQ when he's out there, I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know, as a Knicks fan, sometimes I just pay attention to certain things. He really orchestrates the unit. When he's on the court and the players that's on the team, you see him directing people, putting people in places, telling people to come for the pick so he could either set up the pass or drop to the hole. He's really coming into his own, man, and kudos to IQ, you know what I mean, for being in his his third year in the league, and he's starting to come out there and he's really shining. As they say, a lot of teams are chirping about what's up with IQ and stuff like that. I think IQ's a keeper, man. They better give him a little small contract with a precaution at the two year plus one, and hold on to his butt, you know what I mean, for a little bit of time, because he goes off in another season and get any more bigger and fill out some more of those muscles on those shoulders. He's going to be a beast, man. He put a little bit of weight on. He got stronger. He's going to the hole with a better floater this year. He's shooting off the dribble more this year than he ever did. His set shot is pretty good and stuff like that. He still sometimes dribble the label off the ball and stuff like that. But you know what I mean, he is He is very productive and very defensive oriented. He is a top 5, top 10. I'm gonna say top 10 because I haven't really did no homework, but I know he's at least top 10 in defensive opposing number one.
Number one.
Yeah, see, there you go. All right, I put him top 10. I couldn't because I didn't do no homework, but I knew he wasn't.
I can't recall the exact stat, but I read it on one of the blogs. His defense, I don't know if it's a defense rating or something, but he's number one. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Quickly can read defense better than any Knick out there. He read defense better than any Knick player we got. Period.
I think that was something there too about that defensive thing you're talking about too.
Yeah, he read defense. He kind of know when the play gonna happen because he got a good. Reason why his name IQ, because he got a good IQ. And but everybody get beat by players. Not to throw shade. I know Nick 100 how you feel about IQ, so I get that. I ain't gonna hate on you like that. But everybody get beat by ball players. Russell Westbrook smoked RJ down the lane the other night. Everybody get beat by players. Not only anybody. Don't get what NBA player you with. Somebody gonna beat you on any given night. Somebody can give it to you. And Russell Westbrook is a fast dude, strong dude. He beat him. Man, shit happened. But Westbrook might have beat him, but how many times did nobody did beat him? See, that's a ratio. But I rather that's like I went back earlier with Obi Toppin. It's not that Obi Toppin, he get beat a lot. It'd be different if he didn't get beat a lot. Then you'll see a different story. But it's all good, man. We that's why I like coming in with the chat, because we talking. It's all good. It's all love. Knicksville Talk, Game Day, Divine Shot, Knicks in Miami at the world most famous arena. We gonna get out of here in a minute and get it popping. I think the Knicks go and play tonight. They go hard tonight. And they go out there and try to win without Brunson, man. Sometime when a man down, it's next man up. Your team might feel a little different because they know their backs against the wall, but they got to go harder. So a lot of these players know they got to go harder tonight. Knowing that they ain't got Jalen Brunson, a lot of players on the Knicks team know they got to go harder to try to get out of victory. And I think that's what it's going to boil down to. So I got the Knicks doing it tonight. Yo, salute to the chat, man. You cats is on fire up in there, man. Real talk. Like I said, me and Shaw talk about the post game tomorrow on the other side, whatever. And but man, y'all enjoy the game. And let's go get it, Knicks, man. Let's go get this win, man. Get us out of the valley for a minute. Start kind of trying to get a peak going. Big game tonight. You know, we got to let a couple slip away. You know, so it'll be all good, man. But I do think the Knicks go out there and play hard tonight. And I got 112, 107. I think I said 5-point victory. Let's go.
5 points. That's what I think. I think 5 points.
Yeah. Let's go get it popping, man. Shout out my brother. Holler at me. We can get out.
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Hey, Will Cruz, I want to say this about Westbrook, man. Salute to KJW, man. Salute to you, my brother, because KJ, after seeing that game, listen, I never thought that Westbrook would want to come off the bench. He's playing excellent coming off the bench for the LA Lakers, man. He looked good the other night, and salute KJ for that. Salute to the chat once again. Salute to you, Divine. Let's get it.
Yeah. Salute to the ladies and gentlemen in the chat. My man, Matt Knicks fan, I go 108, 105. I like that, Matt Knicks fan. Let's get it, man. But listen, man, y'all enjoy the night. Enjoy the game. Real talk, man. And we see you cat maybe tomorrow. I'll see how it goes. If not, y'all know the pregame.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Well, we get it popping tomorrow. I'll put up a stream for tomorrow night. We got to check it out. We'll look for the notification. We'll come on with the post game tomorrow night. We'll have some more stuff to talk about, man. Get it popping. But let's go Knicks, man. Let's get this W, man. We need to join in the worst way. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Peace.
Yeah, let's get it.
Time for Divine Shot, KJ events. This real talks the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knick shit, dripping in Knick shit. Up in the world, most famous arena. With the click, that's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, we straight fact. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, with the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feel me tripping in 10 books. As they took my game plan, and my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo when there's space that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. The city decks is on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like Star Divine on Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go,
in the
let's go.
building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.